everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Both quarterbacks have reliable tight ends they know they'll be able to count on to make plays. It's the Bengals going up against the Rams. With that, we'll send you out west to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California, where we'll hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Rams. Hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we didn't match up in his open. You think it's one to watch, don't you?
Definitely one to watch because these guys can create such big plays by all the different things they can do. Line up out wide, in the slot, line up in a normal tight end position, and then who are you going to cover them with? Is it a linebacker, a defensive back? They create mismatches all throughout the game.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the former Texas Christian University Horned Frog, Andy Dalton.
And there's no substitute for experience in this league. And what it usually leads to, a whole lot of confidence. Andy Dalton is sharp with where to go with the football now. I think he sees reads before they actually even happen. He can sense them now, and he is one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. William Hayes in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I'm not sure we could have a better call there for the defense. Blitz was called, and they're setting up for a draw. When you're blitzing, you're likely to beat them to the punch because they're going to take a little extra time to set up. Talk about the offensive line. In this case, you'll get into the backfield before they can get set up.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Pass interference. Defense.
So pass interference on the defense. And Charles, this is a penalty we see all the time.
The offenses know what they're doing. They know how to create great matchups. And defenders, if you're not there in time, they will throw the flag.
They'll run again with Bernard. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. A tackle that time by William Hayes. First drive for this offense today, and our first chance to get a look at Tyler Eifert.
And he's part of the new wave of tight ends in the NFL. They use them in every position, sometimes even by themselves as a wide receiver.
7 yards to go on second down. Dalton gives to Bernard. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down. So third down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs.
That draw play got blown up by the blitz of the defense. Ordinarily, that's exactly what you want. You want them to blitz, and they go past you, and you go past them for a big gain. But in this situation, they hit him at the worst possible spot, right exactly where you were running the draw, and he got in there and got him. And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there that sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker.
Bernard churning, and he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Goff, eluding the pressure right. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Goff now looks to throw, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be first down Rams.
Let's go! Green, 39!
Now Goff on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Goff throwing again. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Set! 319! 319!
And a first carry of the game here for Trey Mason. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there. Second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a third down. Now Goff. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Being chased out left. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tavon Austin, 39 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. A 10-play drive that time. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Rams defense heading back onto the field. Got that fumble recovery last time when it looked like they might give up points. It actually ended up yielding points for them on the offensive end.
It's a pretty good swing, isn't it? Maybe you're going to give up a touchdown. Instead, you score a touchdown. Great swing. Great momentum changer for your team.
And they'll be looking to build off that momentum on this drive. They'll begin here with Bernard. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Second down following the run.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And Dalton to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. 18 yards the gain for number 18. So we have now seen connection number 1 between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah, A.J. Green.
Say that again.
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well because he figured out quickly, this is going to be my number 1 target. I got to know this guy in a big way.
The defense here.
I played college football at the same time as T.J. McDonald's father, Tim. And what a great player he was. T.J. definitely is following in his father's footsteps.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run it here with Bernard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. Past the 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And his throw is incomplete. Brandon Tate was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. 2nd down following the incompletion. They'll run for the first time with Hill. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Holding offense. A penalty is declared.
So on fourth down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Deep for the Rams, Tavon Austin. Now Austin. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now we get our first peek at a rookie QB. And doing that in the NFL as a rookie, playing quarterback, it's an accomplishment. It's also nerve-wracking.
To put it mildly, I don't care how much preparation they've had. I don't care how much success they've had in college. The NFL is the ultimate level for these guys. And trotting out there the first time, yeah, they'll feel prepared, but they also will be extremely nervous.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Forced out to his left. It's complete to Britt. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And when he started rolling left there as a right-handed quarterback, I thought, boy, this 3rd down play is going nowhere, but credit to him, able to pick up the 1st.
And all you righties who are watching the game at home, get out of your chair, get off the couch, move to your left, and then rifle one. He may leave a hole in the wall, as you'll have to explain later, but you'll see how difficult that throw actually was.
Goff. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. And this offense certainly hoping that a veteran wide receiver in Britt can set the tone here in this one.
And we've seen better maturity out of him as his career has gone on, but no lack of speed. He can still get deep and hurt a defense.
2nd and 10. Goff again. Well, that's complete to Brian Quick. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So the pass complete, but he took a shot there. Great concentration.
And what the defense is hoping for, Brandon, is that they can accumulate those types of shots all game long. So hopefully his concentration won't stay at that same level. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing again is Goff. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
The one running back is Gurley. They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. And the Bengals starting defensive unit now.
Adam Jones is a really talented cornerback who's having a career renaissance.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a play.
And there, a big TFL tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. Has bred this big defensive tackle. On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Mason on the toss. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Buying time to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley. And 4th down coming up. Now it's Zerline to try the Ram field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. And they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big? They've got to be careful.
And Eifert has it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. One quarter down. Already 17-0 our score. We're back to Southern California right after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton backing up. Rush coming, and he's taken down. William Hayes in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. And now on 4th down, Dalton will give way to his field goal team and Mike Nugent. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out, He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Still fighting for more. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Back to throw. Goff steps away to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. 2nd and 10, Goff again. He'll rifle this one. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 39 that time. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with... Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense. Still 2nd down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Another try on 2nd down with Gurley. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Okay, Brandon, work with me here. Let's analyze this situation. A touchdown here, that could be the knockout blow in the second quarter. But if they go for it and don't get it, that could bring life to the other sideline.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They're turned away on 4th and goal. In there to sack him for a loss of 6. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They go play action here on 1st down. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, an even 90 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. So from back deep in their own territory, all expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Now the return man. This is Benny Cunningham. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Austin's got it left side. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Being chased out left. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. That'll be a pickup of 29 yards there. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. Now gone. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Lance Kendricks there. And it's 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. They run it with Mason. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Mason taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they? And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Getting ready to go again. Here's Andy Dalton marching back onto the field. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now Dalton. He's got, and down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Alec Ogletree in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, partner, the hit sure looks like a simple route, but I think the issue with it is a lot of time when you're making that play, you're actually working your way back inside towards traffic where the big guys are coming from inside out, whether it's defensive ends or linebackers. And a lot of the time, instead of securing the pass, your eyes might stray towards the middle and wonder where the big hit's going to come from.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He was looking to get it to Kenny Britt that time, and that takes us from second to third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Throwing on third. Goff. And he will find his man. It's Kenny Britt. Give him 30 yards there.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
Caught here left side by Britt. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Michael Johnson, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. To throw is gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to fourth down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Here's Bernard, and he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
False start, offense.
Offense needs something here on second down. It is 2nd and long. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Dalton to Hill on the draw. A little threes, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jeremy Hill, a 12-yard touchdown run, and the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Cunningham now to return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep for the Bengals, Adam Jones. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius. But I do admire that he went for it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. Dalton throwing on second down. On the right side, caught by Green. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Nugent puts it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
The one running back is Gurley. Now gone. Now they go screen. It's complete. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So the Rams call on Johnny Hecker here to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Adam Jones. And look at this, another fake. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Always enjoy a good fake, but I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones on a botched field goal attempt. Hit him right in the numbers, and Jonesy just dropped it.
Oh, the poor guy. Well, we had a fake punt here, and this guy caught it, so I think he and his friends will be okay with that one.
And he loves his play call, right? He's been waiting for this one all week long.
Been had that arm loosened up ever since they got to the stadium.
And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Here's Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now let's go. Over. Hurry up, here we go. Detroit.
The one running back is Gurley. Goff. Forced out to his left. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. Both the Rams and the Bengals are getting it done through the air. It's part of the reason why we have a close game, and it's probably why we'll have a close game down the stretch as well. All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights. Bengals opening up on offense. On the run, the ball comes loose. Offense on the field now after the fumble. Out of the pocket, he'll complete the pass. And this long run goes for a touchdown. The Rams with the early advantage. 3rd down from inside the 50. Tate's going to make the catch, but fumble here. Rams end up picking up the ball and scoring. Rams up by 2 touchdowns. We go to the second quarter. Here a throw deep down the field is caught, and nobody can stop him on this long touchdown. The Bengals trail now by 10. Bengals have it at the 12. Hill's going to look for a gap, and this run goes for a touchdown, closing the gap to 10.
Thank you, LR. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Stiff-armed him. Again the stiff arm.
Oh, that's going to leave a mark.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw on 2nd down is gone. Flush to his right. Completes it to Quick. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
The best defensive linemen They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Calling a gain is 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Now, this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage. Took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback. And he used his legs to hot-foot it for a 1st down.
Now a 1st down throw. Goff. Over the middle. Cooper with it. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Floating one, incomplete. Brian Quick, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far.
Man open is Britt for a Rams touchdown. Kenny Britt from 4 yards out. And the Rams add on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And the lead is up to 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
the speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd down, Dalton. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
He has Britt over the middle. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard. Line.
Well, partner, they might want to tear up their scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. Third down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it really well and picked up a first down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. That's a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
It's a pickup of 19, and that leads to a Los Angeles first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the red zone now, Goff. Flushed out right. Completes it right side to Cooper. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over in the...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Looked like they had a window to get that in there, but a good job rallying defensively.
Excellent timing, no pass interference. The hit jars it loose, and now they force them into a decision. Do you go for it on 4th down or kick the field goal?
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now Dalton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Akeem Ayers. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Here's Austin. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Kenny Britt trots back out there as he gets set to go again on offense. And the stats on his game, they really tell the story. A strong start, I don't know that the defense has really changed a whole lot as opposed to maybe just sticking to that game plan and shutting him down now.
I like where you're going with that because normally we talk about adjustments and drastic changes in a game plan in order to shut someone down. But in this case, maybe they're just sticking with what they worked on all week and they're just making better plays. And so far, they've got to like what they've been doing in the second half.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
I think by now it's been demonstrated quite well in the NFL that mobility is an attribute. But when you couple it with accuracy, you've really got something going. Able to get outside the pocket and complete the pass.
On first down, it's gone. Got his man over the middle. This is quick. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Open areas in between defenders is exactly what happened on that play.
The offense lining up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Goff dumps it off to Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. That's complete right around the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And sets him up 1st and goal.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Here's Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Ray Malaluga. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And the Rams are going to get a 1st down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brian Quick, 30 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
1st and 10 for Dalton. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Adam from Jones. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Dalton now to pass. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Giovanni Bernard from 21 yards away. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's got it up and through. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who is open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board. He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
They come up in an offset eye. Here's Goff. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Goff now to throw. This one caught left side by Cooper. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On 4th down, Goff eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Britt. That one good for 21 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Really nice job there, showing the mobility, getting outside and creating something. I mean, that's good on any down. When you're going for it on 4th, that's a big play.
And it wasn't designed at all. Not a designed play for him to bootleg out or get outside the pocket. That's just feeling pressure, knowing where to exit. And as you mentioned, finding the 1st down on a 4th down play.
Dancing to his left. That's caught. It's Thomas. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterbacks naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
2nd down now after the incompletion. To the air again, Goff. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dark. Wes Denard. The Bengals getting set to go. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, you gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
Let's see if they can figure that out right here. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he goes down. Dalton couldn't get rid of it, and that will be a safety. So an incredibly costly 2 points here on a couple of levels.
No question about it, Brandon. One, you lose the football and you've got to kick it away. And two, you make it a two-score game.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here's Goff. Looking deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Goff now looking to throw. Being chased out left. Got a man open. It's Brian Quick. There he goes left side. Touchdown, LA. Brian Quick with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Rams,
in order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Goff looking to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football. But today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
To the left side here for Eifert. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Dalton, first and 10. He's got time. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Brandon LaFell, 29 yards. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And after the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengals defense gearing up as they take the field. First down, it's gone. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them. Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off. Not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like
under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah. Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Up there. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it, and an opportunity missed. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
They'll throw underneath for Gurley. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go! Detroit!
Throwing now, Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Goff now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. 3rd down, still 14 yards left.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Now Goff. Forced out to his left. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Goff now looks to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Eifert from a yard out. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
And there's the touchdown, partner. We just saw it. What do you do now? Oh, yeah, of course you know what you're doing. You're going for 2, right?
I think anytime you're inside of 2 minutes in this situation, you try for 2.
And remember, let's go back to training camp. Every team we talk to said they spend more time now on 2-point conversion periods than they ever have before.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Cunningham now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
They'll have to be careful how they handle this.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The one running back is Gurley. Here's Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 14 there. And it'll be a Los Angeles first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Goff. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
Now Mason. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. 3 yards left to grab here on third down. Goff. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
He's back to throw. And Green with a catch left side.
Offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. He'll look to throw. Caught right side, Tate. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. And they're going to speed things up here. And the spike comes with 9 seconds left to go. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final. One thing to win, it's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're off to battle the traffic on the 110 as we say so long